shoes are made for running.
Tell us about what brought it about, the idea for Future History. And you probably didn't start off with the concept Future History for the album, but there's a lot of stuff there that's very relevant and talks about where we live and how we live. It talks about our present society, and the madness involved in it, you know. The madness.
I'm so pleased, George, that you can read so much into it. I think everyone's going to find something different in the album, in the song.
Isn't that the idea? Isn't that the idea?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's some variety in there of, you know, ideas. But basically, I think it's a feel-good album. And I think it's, you know, it's got a bit of rock, a bit of hip-hop, a bit of blues. It's nicely mixed together, I think. We spent a lot of time on it, so yeah, I can't wait for people to listen to it and give me some feedback. I've had some good feedback already from some nice friends and family, and it'd be great to get a lot more people involved in hearing the album.
Oh, well, you know, we're working on it, and you know, I think personality has a lot to do with it. You know, there's a lot of your personality in those tracks. I remember even playing on it. You know, you were very precise on about the mood that you want to put there. And you know, on some of the tracks I played various things just to see what would work, and you had a pretty good idea of what you wanted, you know. And so we ended up with that, you know. But there was a certain amount of madness in the studio because some things you were so locked in on. But finally, when I was able to play an alternative, you were very easy to accept something that works. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I love working in the studio. You know, I love working in the studio. I just love, you know, listening to, you know, the demos and then working on them and building on them. And, you know, you get ideas and you think, well, I'd really love to put that into the song. And, you know, so it really builds. I love all that layering and, you know, adding to it and stuff like that.
You know, one of the great things, though, is that all the stuff that goes in the pre-production, and, you know, the preparation for it, and what we finally decide is pretty much how the track should sound. We work those things over many times as you do, you know. But your vocals, you pretty much put them down, I would say, as close to first go as possible. And that's a great thing for me, also as a producer, you know, because it gives a spontaneity, it gives a freshness to something that we already know is manufactured. And you actually kept it off by keeping that vocal fresh. Now you're not bored with it. You're quite happy to do it as opposed to doing it 50 times and you get bored with the lyric. Then you start changing things because you get bored with what you did yourself, which we all know happens when you got home studios and that kind of thing, you know. You don't have to pay. Yeah. If you have to pay somebody, it changes the whole game. But I wanted to say the freshness that you brought into those lyrics is very, very important, you know. And you do it to the lyrics as well. Tell us more about the songs. Pick another song.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I love the way Shoes Blues turned out at the end. It's the last track, actually. Yeah, and it's got a really nice, cool sound to it, Shoes Blues. It's a great little comedy song, I think. I don't know. It just came to me one day and I thought, oh, you know, I've got this obsession with shoes. I need to write a song about it.
Sing a bit. Go on. Sing a bit now.
Well, I've got to tell you how I beat the blues every time I feel like I'm getting confused. When love is bad, I don't turn to booze. I just go shopping for a new pair of shoes.
Tell you how I beat the blues every time I feel like I'm getting confused. When love is bad, I don't turn to booze. I just go shopping for a new pair of shoes.
I'm just showing you the new album.